I know this video is kind of late. Update 2 just dropped. Sorry for the delay. I was busy all week, so I didn't get a chance to play this game at all. But I am back with another video for you guys. So I'll be teaching you guys on how to solo macro trial 2 this time. Let's hop straight into the video. So here's the characters that you'll be needing for trial 2. First character is our main DPS. It's going to be Zeke. Make sure he is ascended. Get him the best trait that you can. I'll be using Genesis. I know some people might ask like how they did for the last video. I see a lot of comments saying that they have All-Star on their unit, like on Darkwing. If you guys have All-Star, I'm gonna be honest, I think you guys just been off of it just because All-Star is not that good. I mean, it is good in a way. For these type of trials, you're definitely gonna need multiple of the same units, just because there's so much enemies around the map that you're just going to be needing a lot of the same character to be handling multiple different lanes. Enemies will be coming through, so I say if you have an All-Star character on it, try to get a new character and try to roll at least Genesis on it. If not, you can roll for the other one. I wouldn't recommend using All-Star for any of these trials yet, because All-Star is just way too risky to use. Like, don't get me wrong, the damage is good, but only being able to place down one character is kind of a big drawback. My skill tree are almost good enough, just that I need to get a couple more Zeke, then I'll be able to max out my skill tree. But this is I went for straight up just damage. His speed is good enough and his range is far more than good enough, so just give more damage. And our second character is going to be Aaron, of course, best shield breaker in the game right now. Definitely gonna need him. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a something with him later on. I'll tell you guys why we need him. For Aaron, I don't have nothing on. He's not really important other than just breaking enemy shield. We really don't need to worry about him. Third character, it's gonna be entry. If you guys want to know how to get entry, just go watch my last video that I just made with full macros on. Now, I could say you don't need entry. You could obviously just use shirtless magician. He's more than good enough to help you slow or stun. Any stunning or any slow character is more than good enough. I'm just going to be use her because, you know, I got her, so I just want to use her. And then our fourth unit is, of course, Ramen Grillmaster, the best money maker in the game right now. All your characters have to be at least level 70. You could make an exception for these two. We're not really level dependent, so we don't really care about the stats other than shield breaking and just slowing and stunning them down. But for your Zeke and your Ramen Grillmaster, you are going to need at least level 70 and with a good trait on both of them. Let's hop straight into the raid. Alright, so once you're inside the game, go ahead and set up your tiny task preference. So there's a 3 important preference that you need to set up, and that is make sure you set your play speed at 1x. That's the normal speed. Continuous playback, so you can macro this overnight if you want without having to worry about pressing the replay button again, or just automatically replay the task for you. And make sure it's always on top, because Roblox, if you tap out of your tiny task, it will get minimized. So make sure you keep that on always on top. Alright, and go ahead and make sure you set up your game speed however it is the highest for you. Make sure you turn on your auto skip on. We're going to be doing this trial with a full auto skip. So what we're going to do now to set up where I like to set up my macro preference. So what I like to do is I like to zoom all the way out till I can't no more. And I'm going to go ahead and position my camera like this, because there's a little spot. If you zoom in around this spot right here, where this red tip is touching this white part, that's where I like to set up my lineup macro overnight without having to record a new one. So this is how I like to do it. I saw a lot of comments saying that they wanted me to post my preference, so I'll make sure to leave my macro the description if you guys want. I'll leave it in there. All right, so once you get defeated, you'll see the screen right here. What we're gonna do is simply just go ahead and press record. Now I know some people like using hotkeys, and if you like using hotkeys, you can. It doesn't really matter. It's just all about preference. And since I'm way too lazy right now, I'm just going to go ahead and press record with my mouse, like so. Alright, once you press record and the macro is recording, we're just going to go ahead at the bottom and spam click for a good 5 seconds. And then this replay button will pop up, and you're just going to do the same thing. Just go ahead and spam click it for another 5 seconds or so. Alright, once you think you pressed replay button long enough, go ahead and start placing down your Ramen Grillmasters, like so. I like to place him in the middle like so, and go ahead and press start on the game. For the first 5 ways, what we're going to do is just going to go ahead and farm and upgrade our Grill Masters. And also, I suggest you guys take your time when you guys are recording these macros. To go ahead and take your time. Give yourself 1 second to place down your units, just because sometimes tiny task is a little bit too fast, or sometimes it goes way too slow. So make sure you guys take 1 second and do the same thing for the upgrade too, just in case tiny task doesn't record it for some odd reason. Alright, go ahead and upgrade your other 2 Ramen Grill Masters like so. Make sure you have 3 Ramen Grillmaster upgrade at wave 4, and this green box should pop up. Go ahead and go for the green one like always, because the green one has no debuffs, it only gives you buffs. Once it gets to wave 5, we're just going to go ahead and upgrade our last Grillmaster to his first upgrade and simply start placing down our Zeeks. Alright, once it's wave 5, go ahead and close out your unit task and make sure your Ramen Grillmaster is upgraded. And we're going to go ahead and place down 1 Zeke at this edge, another Zeke right in the middle like so, And that last Zeke is going to place all the way at this edge just for defense, just in case they get past. Go ahead and pull out your unit manager again and simply go ahead and turn on auto upgrade for all 4 of them. Your Zeke should be able to automatically carry you to all the way to wave 9, and that's where all 4 of your Ramen Grillmasters should be at its max levels. Something that you'll notice once we reach wave 9 is that you don't have enough money. Zeke should be able to kill these mobs easily and should be able to get your final upgrade like so. Alright, once you're done with that, you should be able to have a little bit of extra cash. What we're going to do now is just going to go ahead and place down our support units, place down our edge tree first, at these 4 corners of the spots. This is a good spot to go ahead and slow them down. Go ahead and place down 2 errands like so, and turn on the giantification. This is where I like to place them. And your last 2 errands, you're just going to go ahead and place them at these 2 pillars like so, and make sure you turn on the giantification. Now the reason why I say you should place down these 2 errands at these 2 pillars is that they're going to go ahead and kill these enemies that are on top of the pillars. If you guys didn't know, you guys cannot beat the game without killing those 2 enemies that are on top of the pillars. So make sure you go ahead and place 2 errands. And now what you're just going to do is just going to turn on auto upgrade for both of your Zeke. Your Zeke should be able to automatically take you all the way to wave 15. Alright, once it reaches wave 15, once you get all your money from your Ramen Grillmasters, we're just going to go ahead and sell all 4 of them. Once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and replace all of our 4 Ramen Grillmasters again. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade our last Zeeks to its final upgrade. Go ahead and close out your unit manager because now you're done. The reason why I say you should replace down your Ramen Grillmasters again once you sell them is because this also forces the enemies to also target your Ramen Grillmasters instead of them just targeting your Zeke. It allows our Zeke to not get stunned as much as we would if we were not to place them down. If I didn't place them down right now, I guarantee that all 3 of my Zeke would have been stunned already, and we would have most likely lost the match, or it would have most likely take us a lot longer than it would normally if we place down all of our 4 Ramen Grillmasters. So these 4 Ramen Grillmasters are just set up for decoys so they can get stunned instead of our Zeeks getting stunned. As you guys can see right now, instead of our Zeeks getting stunned, our Ramen Grillmasters are getting stunned instead. With 4 of our Ramen Grillmasters on the playing field, the chances are extremely low for our Zeeks to get stunned, which this allows us to complete the match faster. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else to do. Now, as you guys can see that I am getting extra money. If you guys want, you guys could go ahead and add an extra unit to help speed up the process. If you guys are simply just struggling with this trial, you could go ahead and bring an extra unit. So like a extra Darkwing, a Broly, a Mihawk, doesn't really matter. You can bring whatever you want. I didn't really find a need to bring any units. So make sure you go ahead and place down a unit, 2 errands at these 2 pillars so they can go ahead and defeat the enemies that are on top of the pillars. Alright, once we defeat the Ice Marine, we're pretty much set and done. That's it for the macro. It's really that simple. I do want to say, make sure once the macro is done, go ahead and give it an extra 20 to 30 seconds. Just let it sit around for 20 to 30 seconds just to make sure that the macro is working. What this will do is that it will make sure that it'll still be able to catch your macro that you are playing on, because sometimes the raids are random, so sometimes you can defeat the raid fast, or sometimes it'll defeat the raid extra slow, and this time it actually defeated the raid pretty fast. Like I said, just make sure to leave it 20-30 seconds. So I'm going to do, I'm just simply wait till it reaches 950, and I'm simply just going to go ahead and press the record button. And what this would do is that it will just end the recording. Alright, once it reaches 950, go ahead and simply press on record again to save the recording. I'll make sure to leave my recording in the description if you guys want to. I'll leave it there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and press play and let this macro play throughout, and we'll see if the macro works or not. there you go. As you guys can see, it did take us a little bit longer to defeat the trial, which it ended up taking us about 9 minutes and 30 seconds, which is why I told you guys go ahead and wait an extra 20 to 30 seconds or so, just in case you end up taking longer than you expected it to. That's why it's important that you wait a little bit, then you can go ahead and stop your recording. Alright, that's it guys. I will be leaving my macro in the description. If you guys want to, I'll leave it there for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video. It's currently 3 a.m. for me, so if my voice does sound really depressed or really weird, just know that it's 3 a.m. I'm really tired right now. So I'll see you guys on the next trial. When trial 3 comes out, I'll definitely be making a video on how to do that too. But I am sorry that I am kind of late getting this tutorial. I was supposed to do this about a week ago when the update actually came out, but I just got really busy throughout the week, so I'm sorry. Nonetheless, I made the video for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys.